Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Tip of the Hats 2018. We are here live in our Chicago studio, ready to bring you a weekend full of games, fun, and one very good cause. Of course, talking about Children's Oncology Services and Camp One Step. You can find out all about them at camponestep.org, or you go to tipofthehats.org. You can find out about them there as well. Let's bring it over to the couch because we have some very handsome gentlemen sitting there over on the left side. We've got Sideshow over on the right. Believe it's Brenji, and in the middle we have the Irishman himself, Admirable. How's it going, guys?
It's going pretty well. Yeah, I'm excited to cast. I don't think this trio has ever casted together before.
Never. No, we haven't. The world's not prepared.
The TF2 community were robbed of this.
They were.
Brent came to his power and ousted Admirable. It was like the Sith Lords. There can only be two at a time.
You know, now that you mention, actually, what's going on, production? This is a totally biased couch here for the NAEU. There's no NA representation here.
These two guys are NA now, right? Sure,
Well,
the residents.
Yeah, we live in Los Angeles. I can
They're
root
the
for
sellouts. I'm here to just fly that EU flag.
Listen, mate, at the end of the day, the show match isn't really going to matter anyway, is it? Because EU's won the bid war, so any excuse that Banny comes up with for losing, you know, it's just like, we're just handing it to him on a plate, really.
What's going to be your excuse when NA wins and EU still had the ping advantage?
well, the problem was, you know...
Cut the VODs. Get it out of here.
Basically, it was Cadus, you know, he crippled his ankle and wasn't able to skate up.
Is Cadus playing?
No, because he tripped and fell and hit his head, and unfortunately, you know...
Always an excuse for that guy.
These things happen.
Always an
Banny
excuse.
chokeslammed him through a table.
I do remember that.
All right, well, we are...
Hell in the Cell.
We are going to get into the action in just a moment. Of course, we are coming up with the sixes, TF2 versus NA versus EU. But first, I want to remind you guys to go to tipofthehats.org. You can find out all the great ways you can donate to Camp One Step. And there's so many. We worked through it through the first 2 hours. There's so many great different options. You really get a lot for your money. There's tons of great sweepstakes that you can enter into. And we have these donation incentives as well. Brent, I believe you know a little bit about one that we're trying to push with the Daddy Reinhardt. Tell us about that one.
Daddy Reinhardt and his little Torblets. It's a game mode that I'm very invested in. I'm very interested in. It's a donation incentive. I think there's not a lot of Overwatch fans in the chat right now. There's a couple of Brenlets. I've seen you in there. You're throwing the bread shoey here, there, and everywhere. Don't worry about that one. But it's an interesting one. It's a large Daddy Reinhardt, as the name suggests, and he has to battle off miniature tourbillons, even smaller than normal tourbillons, apparently. They're not, that's not possible. You can't actually change that in the custom game settings of Overwatch. But they're very fast, they're rapid, and they've got hammers and armor packs, and they have to beat down the Daddy Reinhardt, whilst Daddy Reinhardt is just clobbering them, just swinging bodies at them, and he's got to send the little Torblets flying. It's a very fun mini game. We want to play it. We want to release it to the world. Seagull will be playing it. You guys like Seagull, right? Any Seagull fans in the chat? Hell yeah. But yeah, it's $10,000 that's the goal we're going to meet. I think we're on like 1,500 right now. It's good incentive. Donate us money.
Yeah, that's coming up at the 3 o'clock, during the 3 o'clock time slot. We have Overwatch, and we are only at 1,500. So you got 2 hours, guys. You've been put on notice. If you want to see Daddy Reinhardt fight against his little Torblets, you got to get in. You got to get on this right now when you donate.
That's the thing.
Who named it? Who named it? Because they deserve an award. No, this was something that we found online. This was like
it wasn't even us.
No,
we can't take credit for it.
Bren discovered it, and just the name, it draws you into it, surely. Bren and the Brenlets.
Bren and his little Brenlets.
So we have to get in on that, guys. When you donate, it's no extra cost. You can just go ahead and decide, I want to allocate my money to this incentive. We want to see Daddy Reinhardt and the Torblets. But enough about Overwatch. That's coming up later. We do have NA versus EU. And we have, I believe, we're ready to go with interviews of the captains of either team. Is that correct, production? I got nothing. I got nothing in my ear. Hello? Calling production?
Production.
All right, well,
calling home base.
While we wait for that, let's go ahead. Let's get in on some donations because they keep coming in, guys. Look, we're already at 47,000. We started just 2 hours ago.
Very impressive.
So I'm going to go ahead and read a donation, and then we will get to those interviews. But we got one here from Juan Classy Javelin. Says, donated a $30 in keys earlier, commenting I might donate a full hundo by the end of the week.
That's a large amount of keys.
I guess the end of the week is today, smiley face. Every hecking year brings a tear to my eye seeing charities like this working towards a good cause, bringing an already tightly knit community even closer than ever before via same interests and working towards a common goal. TLDR, now there's a TLDR, I didn't see that first. You guys are awesome. Take it easy, and thank you. Thank you for your donation.
They're always so sneaky putting those at the end. You should,
Right.
What's the point of them if they get at the end? They might as well be at the top.
Scroll
and then,
up, TLDRs at the
Exactly.
bottom. Now you tell me. Well, we do have those captains from NA and EU ready to go. So why don't we go ahead and throw it to the EU captain. Is he there? Hello, how are you?
Paging Tiger.
Tiger.
Hello. I got a fun story about Tiger.
Tell me about Tiger.
Okay, well, one of my
invented?
first casts in Team Fortress 2, I was casting Tiger's team. It wasn't very good at the time. I don't know if he's gotten any better since then. I guess we're going to find out with this show match. But I actually, his name, he wanted to spell it in an edgy way. So he went with Tiger, and I just kept calling him Tiger the entire
Tiger.
match. Yeah.
Tiger.
Tiger. He spelled it in a weird way. You know how like the kids like the Leet speak back in the day?
Right, but the way that he spells it is like the country Thailand.
Yeah.
Do you pronounce things Thailand?
Yeah.
You were there recently.
Thailand.
Did you think you were
Were
going
you
to
underwhelmed?
Thailand?
When you arrived and there were just thighs everywhere?
I was expected to be in the upper portion of someone's leg. What's going on? He didn't spell it. He didn't spell
Okay.
it like the anatomy.
But it's like, it's silly. If you want to be called Tiger, spell yourself Tiger. Don't try and go this roundabout weird way to be unique, okay?
You've got possibly one of the most boring, unoriginal aliases in the entirety of esports.
No.
Yes.
My
you
name
just
is very
use-
unique. How many Brennans do you know? Spelt with an O at the end,
Well,
not an A.
that's,
An
you shouldn't
O.
ask me. You should ask the Irishman because
Yeah,
it's an
not
Irish
many.
name.
Not many.
Not many.
Have you ever met another Brennan?
Never.
There
Really?
you go.
Never.
There
Wow.
you go. Unique alias. I don't need.
But
to,
the credit
I don't
there
need to
goes
do
to your mother and father. It doesn't go to
Sure,
you.
sure. Yeah.
You didn't-
Well, no.
Legend speaks that Bren came
If
out
I
of
was
the
to
womb
have
and
it-
decided, I shall be called Brennan with an O.
If I was to have an alias now,
Yes.
I think I'd call myself Zion.
Zion.
Whoa, that's the most edgy name. That's outrageous. You should never have been next
I'd
level.
call myself
For the rest of the
Zion.
cast, Bren will be referred to as the Zion.
Zion.
Production, update, all graphics, please.
Overwatch League analyst Zion here with Sideshow. Ready to
Zion
go.
is such a cool name. Have you ever been to the national park, Zion? It's lit, as the kids are saying these days.
Fire.
Dude, it is
Absolutely
lit. I got some
Wildfire
pictures up on my
sweeping through.
Instagram.
I hope it's not.
Brencast,
It's
by the
really
way.
quite a flammable place. It's like an oasis in the middle of a desert. If it's
Yeah,
in
it's
any
not that
sense
lit.
literally lit, it's going to ruin the entire park.
Sometimes they have rain there.
They do, because they also have a river, and rivers can't really be sustained without rain.
Yeah, that's true. Well done.
This is an
Is that true?
educational
This is some
stream as well.
GCSE geography coming in.
Yeah,
Do you know
Oxbow Lakes.
Oxbow Lakes?
Oxbow
There you
Lakes.
go. Oxbow Lakes. Every time you talk about UK geography, you talk to anybody from the UK, they'll always tell you about Oxbow Lakes.
But the North Americans, this is classic North American education system.
NA
But say, do you know what an
education role.
Oxbow Lake is?
I'm leaving. I'm not gonna be subject to this.
But do you know what an
We have a
Oxbow Lake
$100 donation from Blue Savior. Says, greetings, first-time donator here and first-time viewer of Tip of the Hats. Thank you so much for tuning in. Every time I would hear about Tip of the Hats, the event would already be over, and I wouldn't be able to participate. And good news, I came prepared for this year, smiley face. Here's to a successful year, as usual, and to everyone to have a good time. Cheers. Smiley face with a D. That one's with a D.
I think that
Yeah,
also
D.
proves how important it is just to spread the word. If you guys can't donate, or you can only donate a little bit and want to do some more, tell your friends it's going on, post on social media, use the hashtag TOTH2018, at Tip of the Hats, spread it to your friends and your family, get your nan involved, get your dog on the line, anyone that's got eyeballs, and even those who don't, because you can listen to the stream as well. So
We don't discriminate.
no, humans, animals, get them on the stream.
Everyone.
And
us,
listen,
your
we
buddy.
have 1180 from Noble got chips here. It says, hope these can help. And that's an item donation. And when you go to the website, tipofthehats.org, maybe you don't have the funds, you don't have the money, but you might have the TF2 items. Check your backpack because we accept a lot more this year. it's a great way to get in and to help out these kids.
I actually checked my backpack this morning to see if I had anything to donate. Unfortunately, I don't because I gave it all away last year. And I haven't played TF2 since then. So, yeah, I had a slight issue with that one.
I think Jill said he has expanded the criteria, so there's even more items you can donate this year. 'cause
All I
I'm
have
in the
is a
same boat
lot
as
of
you, Josh.
refined metal.
Scrap.tf.
I've just got so much refined metal.
I have a hat in TF2. It's
Well done.
Item. It's crafted by me, and it's item number 69 and item level 69.
Wow.
And it's the trash man for the heavy.
That would be cool if there was anything important about that number. But I can't
Yeah.
think of a single thing.
No, neither can I.
That's weird.
That's a weird one. But I was tempted to donate it, but I didn't know if anybody would want it. It's like, because it's for the heavy. Who plays the heavy?
Crafted by Zion himself.
You got to sign it.
Legendary
Yeah,
Zion,
does it
dude.
say crafted by Zion?
It does, yes.
I don't think it does.
Zion.
You've just decided your name is that right
Like this
now.
Zion, is it like Prince? Or you just have one name, or is it
The
Bren
Prince
Zion?
Zion.
Hook?
I think like my last name should be Arcadius as well. Zion Arcadius.
The caster formerly known as Bren is how I'll refer to you.
Yes.
Can we get a donation incentive to change both James to John and you
Oh,
to
yeah.
Zion? What was it?
Zion, Zion Arcadius.
Who's James?
Zion Arcadius.
You absolutely could
I'm
do
going to name
that.
my first child Zion Arcadius.
I think
I'll be
we
Uncle
should
John.
I'm only going to dress them in
Clip it.
steampunk cosplay.
clip it and show him this one if he ever is allowed to be
Safety.
part of the gene pool.
Can we get some
On that note.
donations?
Tiger, open a tiger.
I don't know if we're gonna get to interviews right now, so we might just go ahead and go into the games.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
Are you guys ready to cast TF2? It's been a while.
The game.
I don't know.
I
Has
don't
it,
know.
Has it changed much?
Uh,
Is everything
well,
still,
there's a pyro has a thing and he can fly. I
That
didn't
is
know that.
actually very true.
Did you see that?
dude.
What?
The pirate can fly now. I didn't know about
about
it.
here?
Well, I think we already went through the band pick process. So it looks like we have Snakewater, Sunshine, Process, Gullywash, Viaduct, Band Sunshine, Banny, Band Gullywash. I'm not going to read this whole thing. Can we get to
What
the
was the
battle?
end result?
I need the blow by blow map draft.
We're going to have Process.
Yeah.
Process is going to be played.
Nice.
Whoa. What is that noise?
Sounds exciting.
That's eerie.
Wow.
What was that? Hello?
I think we've just been touched from the ether.
It's still going.
That was a supernatural
I
link.
imagine it must be the intro video that we're
Yeah.
missing out on.
I'm hearing music.
Hello?
I'm hearing so much.
Deep loop.
Hello, are you there?
Having said that, something that we should also discuss
Whoa.
that we haven't before is Twitch Prime donations.
Yes,
that
absolutely.
we can go through. Because if you do have Amazon Prime, or anyone in your household has Amazon Prime who doesn't use Twitch, then that is a free donation. You just click the button. I'm not sure where it'll be on their screen. Is it top right?
It
bottom
is.
left?
It's there.
There.
Sorry, it's
No,
over here. Right there, actually. Yes.
Yes.
It's right there. Subscribe if you're on a desktop. On the mobile, it's actually down there.
Wow. This guy is
That's
a pro.
great. You are a pro.
Yeah, I
Brent
am.
watches a lot lot of Twitch and has
do.
several Amazon Prime accounts,
You got
which
a
he
career,
likes to...
career as a meteorologist waiting for you. The Overwatch League thing never pans out, but I think it will.
Like, don't be foolish like me and give your Twitch Prime subscription to Sideshow for
Yeah,
2 years in a
silly.
row.
That's
Have
very
you really
dumb.
done that?
I was worried that this guy wasn't going to be able to eat in America.
Guys, speaking of
Send
Twitch,
him a
I
few
just got
dollars.
word that we were hosted by one very important Seagull. I don't know if you guys know. But welcome. Welcome, Seagull watchers. Glad to have you
Can we
aboard.
create kind of the caw with Admirable? Can you put your hand up like that?
Sorry.
We can give him wings. It's like,
Everybody new who's turning
Can't
in,
wait to
maybe you've never seen Tip of the Hats before, maybe it's your first time watching. We are here raising money for Camp One Step and Children Oncology Services. They're an organization that allows or it helps children recapture some of their childhood having been diagnosed with childhood cancer. We saw a great intro video from them earlier today. We're going to be talking about them all weekend. You can find out more on our website or their website, camponestep.org or tipofthehats.org, which is our website. It's really a great cause. Every bit of money that you give to us goes to them. We don't keep any of it. It all goes to that great cause. So welcome aboard. It's glad to have you here. And pretty soon, we're going to get into TF2.
we
Yeah,
are
we
indeed.
will.
Oh,
And
baby.
if you're a Seagull fan, later on, we're gonna be seeing him featured in the Overwatch segments as well. But for now, we are actually in the game.
I don't believe it.
Look at this.
Thank you,
smiley
Sam.
face
This is
technique.
the legend spoke of this game. Seagull apparently used to play it.
He did. He did. He was all right as well, I heard.
Yeah, one of the best.
One of the
goats.
best. Who would
Up
you
there
put
with
above him?
LeBron James.
LeBron James was actually incredible at TF2.
Yeah, LeBron James, Tom Brady, Seagull.
Little known that LeBron James got his start playing CP Badlands Fire. But yeah,
Dunking on kids.
enough about that. Admirable, you have actually been keeping up with the game and the player base a little more than me and Bren have. We've been busy. I need your expert insight into just a couple of these players, because I know everybody from Europe, I think, apart from Domo, actually, who Bren used to play with on a Div 4 team, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Way
People
back.
have can you imagine, right? This guy had a skill ceiling to be able to eventually play in Prem. What could you have done if you'd spent your time?
Why are you asking me that question?
Imagine.
You were in Prem.
Yeah, I know.
I've seen your gameplay, and it's atrocious. I don't think you should even be let out of a house on a regular basis. Like, let alone play video games. You got into Premiership Division.
I came second. I have a silver medal.
You got carried.
He's done it. He's been there.
Carried.
It's
by
not so
multiple
much
people.
like some people offer, you know, the high skill, the mechanical ability. Guys like Tiger, all aim, no brain.
DM donkeys.
DM donkey, as we call them in the business. But you know, other people, they provide the structure of the team. They're the glue that holds the team together. They pick up the pieces. They're good at scouting. They're a GM, a coach, and a team captain all in one.
Oh,
that was
my
me.
Lord.
That was me.
Big brain gamer.
Yeah, so, you know, I really like to think that this noggin, this wrinkly little brain inside my head.
Benjamin Button brain.
Benjamin
You don't have a
Button
Benjamin Button
brain.
brain. You got a peanut brain, a smooth little peanut koala brain, lad. Get out of here with that.
All right, well, it looks like we have our gamers in the server. Do we have Banny and Tiger? Do we have them? Are you hello? Are you there?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
We have them. Banny,
going?
Tiger, how's it going?
It's going well.
All right, you guys ready to show the world who's better, North America or EU?
I think I've shown that many times, but yeah.
Whoa, the spice is already here.
Oh,
Manny the villain out in full force.
I remember I-49, and I don't think anything else happened after that, as far as I've checked the history.
So,
but
what's going on, guys? We have a best of 3 going on here. Is it just one map takes it all, or what are we doing today?
Yeah, just one map.
Just one map, and we've chosen this is process.
CP process.
Now, where does the heavy circle fall into this?
Why is it on the face? Is that family friendly?
This is a ritual summoning. They're trying to get Cadus back into the team.
No, it's sideshow. Thalish has a sideshow.
It is, yeah.
What is
Look at the
sideshow?
signs. Look
On
at
the signs.
Marmalade,
Really?
This
Can
is
you
the
look at the
satanic
sign?
ritual.
Oh my goodness, it is my face.
Demon.
That's incredibly worrying. That's
Right.
insanely
You would
worrying.
never get this in
They're trying to summon you back.
That's all I'm
Josh,
saying.
get on that player PC. They need you. They need you.
They're summoning the sideshow. What's the
Legendary team
incantation?
captain.
All right, we're on a European server because the Europeans clearly cared more about this show match. They got more to prove, I think, after Banny's just wiped the floor with Europe for the last 5 years or something. So Banny, your back's up against the wall. You've got the ping disadvantage. How is your team going to be able to make it through with 100+ ping?
Yeah, it's going to be rough, but we're just going to try and play our game and pretend the ping doesn't exist.
Pretend that
Ping is just a state of mind.
Exactly. That's the state I had to get into when I was practicing for like I-61, when I was playing on 160 ping, and eventually you kind of just get used to it, so
There we go.
hopefully we
That's
can
like
get to that point.
Something a Jedi would say.
I do think of Banny as a Jedi.
Yeah, so do I.
And he's putting on the weight belt. You know, he's already beat these
Pure
nerds
light
time and
side.
time again. He needs that extra resistance. Give me 160 ping ASAP.
So what about Tiger? You feeling good? You feeling good
Yeah,
over
we
there on the
will.
EU? Yeah.
Do you have any cheese strats, some EU gimmicks that you're planning to pull out? You've already got the ping. You're expected to win. I want to see some spice.
Well, we've got Stark on Roma, so...
They might push once.
Well, we're only going to push 5 times because it's going to be 5-0.
Oh my word. This is spicy.
All right,
We don't get this
with those
every
words,
day.
I think we need to get into it soon. I just want to give our viewers a brief context of the 2 teams that we have going on here. A majority of this EU team, it's mostly Team 7, top European team. They came in second in a best of 5 that went to a tight game 5 at I-633 recently against Froyotech. And NA is composed mostly of Froyotech as well as some Ascend players. So basically the first or the top 2 teams in North America right now. These 2 teams are going to go at it. We have Casting, we have Sideshow, Admirable, and Bren. I think we're ready over here, and I think our gamers are ready as well. So I'm going to bring it over to our casters and say, let's get this underway.
Woo!
Okay, you want some play-by-play?
I want Admirable to kick us off, like the old
We're going to
style,
pass
you know?
the baton like caster this season to caster this season to caster this season, you know. Okay,
It's your
we're
time.
here. It's a best of one, I believe. Is that right?
Best of one map, yep.
MCP process. The map to end all maps. To end the grudge between Europe and North America. Whoever wins this is just the winner of all time. And I'm not just saying that because Europe have an enormous advantage.
It is really ridiculous for Europe as well, because I'm kind of disappointed, even though, you know, I bleed that blue and yellow for EU. I hate it whenever it's always in the EU server because the ping disadvantage is just so much worse for the NA players. And I think even the EU players knew that. If Tiger was still here, he might even admit as much. But Banny just being the powerhouse that he is, the greatest TF2 player of all time. Even Clockwork said that last night through gritted teeth. That could be enough here to secure the win for NA. I want to get a quick prediction here from the casters. I mean,
Are you having a laugh?
I just want to know. I know you boys
Do you
are,
think it's obvious?
You're eating your
Yeah.
freedom fries. You're big
EU.
fans of Uncle Sam now. No, you still,
I mean,
still in that
I
EU
think
thing?
America is the greatest country in the world, might I say. Trying to get that green card, but I do got to say, you know, the EU have got that advantage, the ping advantage, but also the skill advantage.
The skill advantage.
Yeah.
So what you're going to learn about this team as well that was 7. Yeah, they came second, I think, at I-63, but I think they've changed their roster since then as well. I think Stark was playing Medic at I-63.
That's right,
wasn't he?
yeah.
So now they've got a beefed up roster. Stark is one of the best roamers that never really gets the credit for it, I think. When people think of great roamers, they think of Seagull, they think of Blaze, they think of Mike. But Stark, when he used to play for Nerd Rage back in I-55 and I-58, played roamer occasionally, and they used to demolish on the maps when he was doing that. He's just got such a big brain for the game.
All right, mate. I didn't want a history lesson.
This is what I provide, you know. This is
All right,
serious,
all right.
Sancho. Now I'm back in the zone, giving you a lecture. Bring the blackboard in. I've got to explain.
Can you explain how the gunslinger works?
Absolutely. So you put down a turret, it creates a mini sentry. They're very overpowered. I'll
Sure.
give you my opinions on those later on. We were talking to Star earlier, and he was
Star's
just going
very
going on and on
enthusiastic
about
the
it.
gunslinger.
He loves it when you ask
Yeah.
him questions about that as well.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll get him on later on and ask him his updated opinions, because they change very regularly.
It's actually very weird. He doesn't follow the game at all anymore, but he always checks the Wikipedia for updates to the gunslinger. It's quite odd. Yeah, I don't understand it, but that's just Star. You know, you just got to let him do his thing.
Well, it looks like we're going to go live. It's the countdown, and that means rollouts are going to happen. Now, if I take you back 3 years, the traditional rollout. Now, of course, the soldier rollout is always incredible to watch on this map. We're just going to have people flying all over.
Bada boom. I want to see. Oh, they're just walking. All right, pals. Starkey's taking a slow approach to it. I like to use the word the slow siege. That's what I repeat that a lot in my cast, because often the games can take a while to get going, but it seems like right now we've got a bit of a health advantage for EU. Well, not quite. Banny's going to be finding the first pick there on to Captain, followed up, though, with the return onto Habib. Now they're going to be trying to take the high ground as well, but Starkey battles back with a couple of rockets of his own. Still, Banny back in the fight, going to be trying to take the 1v1 onto the high ground with the soldier as well, putting in a ton of damage into them, but Domo hits a nice crisp pipe onto the Bandman himself, brings him out, and that'll be EU claiming the first mid-fight.
Honestly, they had reasonable position in there. I thought that Froyotech and the rest of the gang might have been able to take it. I say Froyotech because it was Banny with all of the high ground and the positioning, but crispy pipe from Domo, and he shuts it down. Europe, not with the most dominating mid-fight, but looking good for this last push.
Yeah, they weathered that storm, and here they come in on that lower exit. Domo coming in super stacked here, spamming stickies onto the door. We've got them completely shut in, and no pop from Raymond until the right on top of the point here. Players on the point ×4.
Very easy.
And that's going to be a quick one for EU.
It certainly is. You know, there's some silver lining there, but it's very thin. It's a pencil silver lining on a very stormy cloud. But I want to watch what Stark's up to on this mid as well, because the guy normally goes for some incredible rollout, but I think he just beefed it last time.
Yeah, he did.
So here we go. This is the no. All right.
He's walking
Why
again.
why is he
This
waddling?
is the new thing.
This is like
Process
some
is like Gully
Zebasai
was now.
rollout.
It's super slowly, just like slow the game down here.
That's classic Europe. I don't even want Europe to win anymore.
Zero risks taken.
I'm not
Captain,
too sure
big
what's going
bomb,
on.
the Bunny bomb.
Going in large, deep, into the back lines. Not quite going to be finding the kills. They're going to be trading it, though. And again, EU's got the advantage as they bring down Marmalou. Can they get any more? Looks like NA are forced to back out. They don't want to be losing that advantage. If Nursey goes down, that's disastrous. Look at this aggression. Look at this pressure. Falash, the man doesn't know an S key on his keyboard. He's just going straight in, lads. And they are finding the picks. Thankfully, though, Nursey did manage to get out. Oh, they're taking a bit of chip fire, though.
Yeah, but that's only 3 damage, Brent, and that's probably
Shit, that's
not
a
good.
lot of chip damage. Like, 3 times like 50 is like 150. That could bring them down.
It could if there was if there was 50 players on the blue team, then that
All
really
chipping
could have
at
been
once.
a bad situation for Nursey, or Nerby, as she likes to be called.
Nerby.
Nerby.
Who knows?
Big Kirby fan.
Are North America going to push out of this? It would be controversial. That would not be how Europe plays TF2 for sure. I don't think they will. Normally, you just hold, you wait for the Ubers to be traded, and then you can go back in. But they're certainly going to have a little prod around in lobby. Stark's normally the man to make the move, but it was Banny instead. Trades for Domo. That's a demo man down. North America could get aggressive on this.
They are, mate. They are. They're getting a couple of picks here as well. Habib's looking to now lead the charge. Just going to be peeking, seeing if there's any stickies. He notices, no, there are not. So he moves forward. Ooh, these pipes. Oh, boy. Is this man a plumber? I don't know.
I don't get that reference.
You know, pipes.
Laying the
plumber.
pipes.
Laying the pipes, dude. Come on.
See.
God
see.
damn, where have you been?
Uber's traded for both teams. Raymond with a better Uber, but a worse positioning, although they do have control of that Spire. They can get any picks out of this with Starkey going down as well. That should open the floodgates here.
Straight into the fray. Banny's putting in tons of damage, but he's very low, and Captain will take him out. But now they're going straight into them again. Backing off. Both the medics still alive. Raymond very weak, though. He's going to have to get that health packet at some point. He's just slamming in the arrows, keeping his team topped up. It's a very scrappy trade, but it looks like EU are coming out on top, and they want to go straight into it. Captain with 2 kills now, moving straight into it. Falash cleaning up as well, and that'll be another quick and easy round. That was scrappy.
Yeah, it was scrappy, and it was classic holding from 7, the majority of them, along with Domo. They're so good at being able to hold on to choke points and just punish you if you try and push through. You saw there that the North American team had 2 picks, including the Demoman and the Pocket, and Stark's still able with his positioning to put enough pressure out that they couldn't get in.
rollout right
I want to get some donations real quick before the next mid-fight. We have one from Bob for $38.87. Just underwent stricture plastic surgery this afternoon, but that won't stop me from helping these kids. Best of wishes for Camp One Step. We have another $100 from Elliot Seeger. Says, happy tip of the hats. Happy tip of the hats to you. Take it away, gentlemen.
Woo! The mid-fight seems to be being won right now by EU, but I'm not too sure because Banny still alive. When this guy's in the field, when he's on the pitch, I'm going to use some football references there now for you, for all the normies in the chat. And,
Raymond's got 2 picks on this mid.
that's actually insane, dude.
Nerby and Marmalou. Nerby and Marmalou both going down to the arrows of Raymond. I'm pretty sure that is how you pronounce it, Nerby. That's what it says on the screen. That's what I'm going to say.
I love it. I love it. Well, I mean, NA seem to be winning it. It's hard to tell because it's...
Are you for real?
Yeah, no. Help me out here. Az hasn't spoken in a while. What's your opinion?
It seems like Banny is doing everything right in these mid-fights, but his team are just idiots, giving away those 2 frags to Raymond. I'm sure he was tilted. But this ping disadvantage must be part of it. Like, it's hard to tell when you're just watching it here at distance on the screen. I didn't even bring my old man reading glasses. But, I mean, EU are just dominating here. They seem to be weathering these storms in the middle, even though sometimes it looks like they're outpositioned. But Banny is just struggling to have an impact on this ping.
I think he's taking too many heals, honestly. Banny's on 180 health, and both of his soldiers are waddling around on 0. He does go down there to Tiger, but that pick gets traded. Is that a worthwhile trade, maybe? Tiger likes to run in there and just kill things. But both Marmalou and Yoms are just getting chunked down all the time. So difficult to play soldier on this ping. I would know. I've been playing some EU pugs, and it's a disaster.
That was painful.
There's a lot of sack attempts coming in. Nice pipe. Nice little pip by Domo. I like to call it a pip, you know, that's what the kids are doing these days.
Is it?
Yeah. All this, I like to incorporate slang into my common tongue, just so that I can be down with the down hip. Yeah, hip with the kids these days.
Hip with the pip.
Well, we'll see what they can do. I mean, this is classic TF2 at the end of the day. You're just going to sit at a choke point for a while.
Sit at a choke point. North America are moving in. You're too used to casting Europe, my dude, because Yomps is in. Big bomb. So high in the air.
Yeah, he got juggled straight up into the stratosphere there, and EU, they're punishing the aggression. This is why you don't push America. This is why EU is the superior region. Get it right, lads. Come on, this is why we don't push in the choke points. Might be a little bit resident sleeper, but that doesn't matter when you're getting W's and catching the W's like this. Look at this, straight onto the mid-fight, putting the pressure in. Tiger's getting these 3 damage chip shots. He doesn't care. He might win this 1v1, actually. Just don't beef that last shot, Sunshine. He's got help from the rest of his team, and Captain will salvage it.
Beat it hard, man. He's just up there flexing. He's like, come, jump at me, challenge me. I'm the king of MGE, but nobody wanted it.
Oh,
If you're
that was a
playing
force
MGE on Process Mid as a scout, you're doing it wrong as well. Please don't start doing that.
Well, we got an advantage for NA for the first time in this series. So they're not doing too badly now, but they are at a 2-round deficit. So not ideal, I won't lie, not ideal if you are a fan of America in general.
I love America.
So do I.
There's a difference in styles between these two teams as well. The North American teams just throwing their soldiers in and hoping that Jimbo, Banny, and Habib can clutch. They're basically throwing all of the heals from there. But Uber from Raymond did absolutely nothing, and they actually lost 2 players, so now it's North America's time to strike. They could push this one all the way through, easily cap up mid before Raymond's Uber gets in. If they get a good Uber here onto second, the round is theirs.
Well, they're looking like they want to try and take it. Admirable. You look like you wanted to say something then.
No, I'm just thinking there's still tons of time here. I don't know if we mentioned earlier, but we are playing this one map on the EU rule set. So we'll get to play another 21 minutes and 30 seconds. But it will be a win difference of 5. It's not just first to 5.
There we go.
There we go. The bomb attempt in. That's going to be...
They waited too long.
Yeah,
Uber
not
advantage
good
and
enough.
all disappeared, and Banny goes down in the push as well. Doma can't quite get through the choke point. Europe are always happy to hold. Was that an air shot? I'm going to call that an air shot.
Sure, why not? I'll
Time
allow
to
it.
rack him up.
Well, right now, again, it was a terrible push coming in from NA. They got a massive disadvantage when it comes to popping off their Uber charge, and now they just get tail end the dregs of it. EU capitalizing off the fact that they were out of position. They're going to get these picks, cap up the mid again, and going to see if they can play it any more further forward. Again, they realize that neither side actually has Uber charge. Going to try and put in that early damage. Nerby taking in tons of it. Falash with the counteract as well. Look at that, Banny going down, but it's going to be traded with Jimbo. Anyone's game right now, but 16 HP. Nerby has to back off.
I really, really wanted to change her name back to Nursey because it's crippling me every time I have to read Nerby. Captain, huge damage, and maybe you shouldn't have poked your head out there. Again, only on 30 health, dancing with death. The Uber charge available. These
Uber charge going to be popped off by both these teams. They are going to get a pick onto Domo. Demoman down for EU means they don't have that aerial denial from the stickies, but they're still going to try and take this one anyway. The point's going to start to get capped up. 2 kills for them. It looks like they're so bloody close, but they just walk onto the point, and that'll be it, surely. It is indeed. It says 3-0.
3-0.
Well done.
But that isn't it. We've still got 20 minutes here.
Yeah,
And I want to cut in because we're seeing just how important the ping advantage is, and that was a bid incentive. And I want to make sure that we hit this Daddy Reinhardt and his little Torblitz incentive. We have an Overwatch hour coming up at 3 p.m. Central. And right now, the needle has not moved, gentlemen. We need to get to $10,000 if you want to see Daddy Reinhardt fight off his little Torblitz. So please, when you donate, go in under the bid incentives. You can pick it. It's no additional cost. Just pick which one you want. Go over to the Daddy Reinhardt and little Torblitz, and we'll get to see that later on in the 3 p.m. hour.
If you want Seagull or Mooma to be Daddy Reinhardt and for us to chase them around with our little hammers and batter them to death, then you need to be getting your money in on that incentive. It's hilarious. We were testing it out last night and dying laughing.
Yeah. If that doesn't happen, I've lost faith in the universe, really, because it needs to be seen.
Let's
It
not
needs to
blame
be
the
shown.
entirety of the universe for that. It was only humanity that could
and
really
beyond.
affect anything. And beyond.
And beyond.
Yeah, the universe and beyond.
Well, TF2 is interesting, right, guys?
No, let's keep selling Overwatch incentives to the TF2 crowd here.
Is this
Come
Temple
on.
of Anubis? Is this Tracer? What hero is this on my screen? I don't know, but it seems like NA are taking the lead with this one. Nice shots by Banny, I'm not going to lie. That was actually
cleaning up.
crisp, and he's playing, again, on that big ping disadvantage. Tasty stuff. Trakes the 1v1 as well. He's on
Oh,
78
he's called his
HP.
boys.
But now the boys have been back in town. And I'm not talking about Backstreet. I'm talking about Banny going down in the side area. I can't remember what that flank scored. It's been a while.
It's PC, I think.
Oh, it depends.
Sewers?
PC,
It's definitely not
IT,
sewers,
servers.
that's the other one. It's just anything that references some PC equipment.
The
so-
sewers.
No, it's not the sewers. It does make sense. The place where you have your PC does look like a sewer. I think it's supposed to be a bedroom when you bought the apartment, but who knows what it is now. North America looked so good there, but they threw it away. Banny going on a flank. You need to stick to your medic, Sonny Jim. That's the reason you're the best player in the world. Your Benjamin Button brain, not your raw DM skills.
Peanut brains. That's what you get when you play too much MGE.
Yeah,
Your
peanut
brain moves and becomes a peanut over time. You don't play too much MGE. That's any TF2 enthusiasts out there. Do not do that, because that's not the best way to improve. I'm telling you this as a mid-level demo man.
Mike would disagree with that, I think, but he's not here, so
Unlucky.
that doesn't matter really, does it, anymore?
Who's Mike? I only know Mikey A.
Do you mean Moth?
Overwatch legend.
MG Moth?
MG Moth, of course. Yeah, still going in with this one. I mean, we should probably cast the game at some point.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
I
Two
mean,
down as Yomps and Marmalou decide that soldiers are not required for North America. Marmalou takes his own life in some kind of ritual sacrifice, maybe, to gift the next round to them. Back on the field now, but this is all Europe.
Uber charge being popped off, but Banny went down. He's going to be screaming in the Mumble server. I know that one for sure. And now they're going to be running forward. EU with their own Uber charge. Starting to fade now, but they can maybe clean up a couple of these plays. They know somebody is in the sewers. There you go. Marmalou down. Nice little advantage. 20-second respawn on that one. Can they find any extras, though? That's the thing. Any little more goodies?
Well, they do,
Halloween
in fact,
coming up.
they do in fact need to cap the midpoint, Bren. So that might be a priority
forgot about
for
that.
them. Yep, it's 5 CP. That means there's 5 capture points. You need to own them all. You can't just skip mid.
Much like the Pokemon.
Yes, absolutely.
Again, I'm just trying to appeal to all demographics.
All of our... Oh! Captain in for a big bomb. Tried to take down Nerby, but she's too slippery. Just like an eel.
What?
Eels actually are surprisingly not slippery. Have
Yeah,
you ever,
I
have you ever
know.
caught an eel before? They like to wrap themselves around your arm.
They really do. They won't let go.
They won't let go, which is the kind of the opposite of what I think about when I think of eels. TotH just got destroyed.
Oh, my
I don't know whether
lord.
you saw that, but he got double air shot by 2 different people, I think. Habib getting the final kill up in the air. That's got to be one.
That's not an air
Kick
shot.
Marmalou.
Everyone was watching you, dude. If you were going to hit an air shot, that was it. It was like a pencil jump in the air.
It really was, but now North America have got the momentum. They've got both Ubers up. I mean, not both Ubers for them, but both Ubers for both teams are live.
See what they can do with them, as they are going to be using it now. Oh, boy. Uber charge is used by both of them. It seems like EU do have the advantage as NA are trying to evacuate. Domo going to be just sticky jumping to the side, laying down some of that early damage, trying to deny the high ground for the time being. Doesn't seem like it's good enough, though. Banny, he wants revenge. He's going hard in them. Habib with the pipe from across the room is going to be taking down another player as fundraiser meets his maker, sent straight to the back of the respawn queue once again. And now it seems to be all NA. And I will try to be less biased towards EU, but it's very difficult.
Stark, 5 HP and a dream turned into a nightmare as Marmalou finds him. Oh, huge damage coming out from Captain and Domo. Didn't realize that they were holding so far forwards. The pipe, not quite there.
Yoms is using the rocket jumper.
Yomps is using the rocket jumper.
That could explain some things.
No, he hasn't been the rest of the map, I think, and there really isn't that much difference to his stat damage as
God.
far as I'm aware.
Captain is going beast mode here. No respect for the man. Disadvantage there.
slamming
Choking
him,
now. He's
dude.
coming forward. He's been unleashed.
Oh, my goodness.
Tigers in behind. It's a massacre. Only Banny on the field here, and I don't think even his giant peanut brain can do enough here. No, wait.
You can't call it that. You're using the analogy wrong.
Yeah.
A smooth
I
brain,
murdered it.
a smooth brain does not have many folds,
Yeah.
so it does not have as many synapse
It's all about
connections.
surface area.
Yeah, it's all about the surface area. If you have a Benjamin Button brain, you got loads of wrinkles, you got a lot of surface area. You can fit a ton of synapses, ton of game sense, ton of DM in there. All right. Banny, he's probably got the largest Benjamin Button brain I've ever seen in TF2.
So wrinkly.
So wrinkly. So old. It's decrepit at this point. You know, TF2's been out a while. Peanut brain, I mean, who's got the biggest peanut brain on
Probably
this server?
Tiger, I would say.
Yeah.
Out of all of them.
Yeah, I would
he
agree,
loves to run
actually.
in.
Yeah.
But it's working for them so far. They're 3-0 up, even with their smooth brains. So, you know, some things they work out in the end. 3 players left alive for North America, and they are crumbling. It's only Nerby and a dream. And the 37 health Habib. Oh, could make it happen.
Not quite,
Not
no.
quite. But this is the beginning of the comeback here. I don't mean this defense. This defense is lost. But this, right now, 4-0, beginning of the comeback.
Okay, listen. Can I just say
Match point
something?
here.
Yoms has switched to the rocket jumper, which means he's already given up. And now NA are going to be using that as an excuse on top of the ping advantages. We weren't taking it seriously. No, listen, I'm going to speak to Gabe. I'm going to get him on the phone. I'm going to use those Blizzard connections to speak to the CEO of Valve. And I'm going to tell him, shut down TF2. We're going to end it here. EU is the best.
Some
Nothing
donations
more.
real quick. We have $100 from ProTag, been watching since the start, donating since the start. I wish these kids the best. $53.24 from Maliko. Says, it's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming home. $75 from SCRB. Says, over.gg. PogChamp, I miss Harsha.
There you go. There you go, the old crew. I think Yoms, what he's decided to do here is he realizes his rockets are not doing any damage because of the high ping, so he's turning himself into essentially a scout with a pogo stick.
Yeah.
So he's just, look, he's actually doing really well.
Oh my goodness, you were right. The comeback begins
The
now.
comeback begins!
Oh my god, I can't believe you were right.
Oh, if I knew the North American national anthem, I would sing it, but I think it would have to be some kind of
God
clone.
save our gracious
Well, good
president.
night.
My point was it'd have to be some kind of conglomeration of the Canadian and the US national anthem, and I'm not ready to improvise like that on those sacred tunes.
I'm just impressed that you've coined another new technical term in TF2 here. Like, we've had the Fat Scout with the Shotgun Heavy, now the Shotgun Roamer.
The Pogo Scout.
The Pogo Scout.
The Pogo Scout,
beautiful.
yeah. Yoms is just pogoing around, and then occasionally he's going to pull out his shotgun and meat shot some fools. So this is actually the strat. I want to see Marmalou get on this as well. But Marmalou's been using the airstrike. Oh no, here he is. Almost.
Marmalou, he went for the bomb attempt.
Yeah, hit a direct there onto TotH, I think it was, but just took off his buff because everyone incredibly healed there. Are we actually going to see Captain go in with this? No.
Oh,
Wow! Up in the air.
Oh, I thought he hit that. My word, Captain. That was almost cool.
Unfortunately, almost cool is just as bad as not cool at all. So, some negative points in the chat for Captain.
How do you deduct points in the chat?
Put your worst emote in the chat.
Your worst emote.
If you have an emote you really dislike, put that one in the chat for that play because not a good play. Habib down though, that's surely going to open the doors. Are Europe eventually going to push?
No.
They are.
What? And they're dead. Oh no, this is
They
why
forced
Europe
the
doesn't
Uber.
push.
They have forced the Uber, and Raven's
going back
holding on to
in.
his. Massive solo Uber onto Domo here. Reminiscent of the Seb Barton mono Ubers from 2012. Here we go, and they've all died. This is why we don't push through chokes in TF2.
Oh, Domo! Domo!
That's a
nice
midi.
shot, dude.
That is a midi.
That's what they call them, middies.
Middies.
Yeah, maybe if you're in Australia.
Middies.
I think a midi is a great word for
It is, yeah.
the kind of juggled air shots.
Just like a mid-air air shot.
Yeah,
Mid-
exactly. It's a
mid.
midi. It's kind of mid-range. Yoms
Yeah.
in, Pogo Scout, 12 HP. Not quite going to be able to make that one a success.
No.
But don't worry, because Marmalou's got the gunslinger on the attack.
Where's Star? Star? They're using the gunslinger. It's your favorite gun. Hello? I don't know what they've done to it these days. Is it good?
And no, I still
Incredible.
think it's bad, but it doesn't matter because Habib's just walked in and killed 3 of them. So, I think probably Marmalou, the guy that we've got on camera, is doing nothing, and it won't matter even in the slightest. North America, here we go.
The
They're bringing it back.
begins.
You thought it was going to be a 5-0, not on Banny's watch. He's leading the server, dragging them by the scruff of their necks. Trying to keep control of Marmalou, who refuses to do what he's told.
Some more donations here. We have Keith, $10 says, I love streams that help charities and such things. Cabbage says, $30 says, go Lang. Go Lang. Yeah, he's great.
Go Lang.
Go Lang. I agree.
$50 from Mighty Jungos. Just $50. No message. Thank you very much. We have 100. No, we read that one. We have Mr. M, $10 says, Putis.
That's a vintage meme.
Vintage meme.
That one kind of came back for a while and then disappeared. Whoa, TotH is absolutely just destroying them.
Melting.
Melting fools up on the top. It
They're
was
gone.
looking good for North America for a short while. I thought Europe had got in their own heads, but instead they caved in the North American heads.
Yeah, I thought
Is that a little too graphic?
Lull them into that false sense of
Super
security.
brutal,
That's still
Josh.
PG-13.
Where do you think you are? We're not inviting you back next year, says the guy who's been here for the first year.
For the kids, keep those heads in. Let's go.
I want to see some nutty air shots.
I'm
though.
not going to lie. I always appreciate the kind of...
The attempt.
No, the confidence to go for a shot like that. It's just an outrageous shot you're never going to hit, but I'll throw 25% of my clip away to see if I can hit it. Those are the people that search for the frag movies. And
Yeah.
that's what TF2 is all about at the end of the day. The most popular thing in TF2 is the frag movies.
I want to see what Yoms can do with this rocket jumper.
He's still feeling himself out here, you know, trying
Yeah.
to figure out where his range is. We saw him bomb into last there previously and get absolutely destroyed.
Is he running the Market Gardener as well? Because I feel like that would be the play. You can really get a lot of work done with that weapon. And
No.
no, unfortunately not. This is more like, it seems like we've devolved into a cooking stream. That's watching them. We're watching them bake and just going like, no,
Yes.
no, soggy bottom.
Too much salt.
Is Yomps the saboteur or is he the secret ingredient? I still can't tell. Is he throwing or is he just a genius?
I think he's probably a genius, but not as much of a genius as Jimbo, who's running straight back from the spawn queue after that one. Takes a pipe to the face. North America always look like they're just about to get in it, and then they throw it away.
It's very weird, isn't it?
It is.
I don't know. This is not the TF2 I knew.
What do they need to do better here, Brent? If you were coaching Team North America right now, what do you want them to? What are you looking for?
Little known fact that people don't know about me and my TF2 career: I was actually the only demo man that's ever played for Team Norway, and I was also the only demo man that's ever played in a pug with other pro players. That last one of these facts is not true. You can have a guess which one it is, but.
I think they're both not true.
One of them is actually true, and it's the Norway one.
Surely Norway has played before. There were Norwegian teams in the past.
TF2 didn't exist past 2014.
right.
But in my knowledge, I would say that they need to get Yoms off this rocket jumper.
No, absolutely wrong. And that's why you're
The Oracle cursed him, but they're still going to lose the push.
No, I don't think they are. I believe in Banny here. 125 HP and Habib's still alive. He's pounding out the damage. Marmalou was just a distraction all along. Domo's the only one left alive.
Oh my goodness! It's gonna be a down 4-2.
And the Freedom Eagles are two points in.
That's not an eagle
The
noise.
comeback is real.
The comeback
gentlemen.
definitely is real.
Clear some donations real quick. We have Ari4S with $10 says, always feel happy here, smiley face. It's nice to see the community so positive. Yam for $215 says, hello Yam. We have $100 from Hero Seeker says, every dollar counts, so take 100 of mine. Thank you very much, guys. Keep those donations coming. Doesn't have to be big. It can be small. We'll take it all. All goes to charity.
Get those small donations in.
Yeah, no, it genuinely is very important. Every single donation matters, guys. If you think, I can't donate because I can't donate 100, 200, 500, whatever, doesn't matter. Every single tiny donation matters. You can even donate items on scrap.tf. There's tons of ways that you can donate.
So many. There's tons of ways that North Americans can throw this potential momentum away as well. See that? That was a masterful segue. Raymond with 90% Ubercharge with his eyes firmly locked towards that fifth control point. But don't worry, North American fans, the map will not end when you get to 5 because we're playing European rules. North America have given themselves a little bit of a buffer zone. They can still come back into this, but there's only 4.5 minutes remaining, and they got to repel this Uber push. Who do you think they give it to here? I think this is a Domo solo mono Uber, Seb
Mono Uber
style.
time! Centrigan goes down. That's one man down, technically, kind of. I don't know. That'll be it. See ya.
Yeah, they needed some.
Well, that was effective.
Certainly was. Clinical work from them.
I think NA are letting their heads hang here. They're just disrespectful to the country, to the donators out there as well. Man, take a look at yourself in the mirror.
Banny's taking this very seriously. I could tell because he switched to engineer in the final defense.
Yes, absolutely. It didn't quite work, but I appreciate the effort. Marmalou destroyed, donating his body to science as Dallas and Tiger pick up that kill. But don't worry.
Pogo Scout. Not quite paying off.
Oop. Don't worry, because all the rest of his team has died, but I'm expecting Yomps to make the big play here.
Yeah, he's got it. Ooh.
Here we go.
Oh, no,
They'll never know. They did know. But he's got that escape mechanism. He's so good.
So
he's
smart.
in. He's out. They don't know where he is.
Benjamin Button brain.
98 health and a shotgun, and that's all he needs.
Whoa! $1,000
Oh,
from Cogsman, and we are actually right above $50,000 now. Huge milestone for us there. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get the gong going here. See if I remember exactly how to do it. You got to caress it first.
Caress
right?
it.
Caress it.
Yep.
Oh, tease that gong. Tease that gong.
There we go. That was nice.
Oh, my goodness. Got to steady myself.
We've been only live a few hours, and we're already above $50,000. That is huge. Thank you to everybody who's watching. Thank you if you're contributing. Really makes a difference. Fantastic.
Raymond popped that Uber on 6 HP coming into last, but Domo and Tiger have gone down. North America are rallying. Raymond's getting the kills. Thalash with 3 HP. No, they're cleaning up. Surely there's someone that can stop the advance of the blue and yellow. Star's only on 30, but he's got a arrow.
Arrows! Arrows!
He can't clutch this.
Arrows! He
Arrows! He killed the medic.
He's doing it! Oh my goodness, Liquid are doing it. They're going into last. I don't believe what I've just seen. EU pushing in. NA are crumbling. Silent to fall. I don't know what I'm seeing. Is this, have I gone too far?
I don't think so. I was there right with you the entire way. But that was such a great defense from North America. Habib coming out strong, Marmaloo on the gunslinger still, and Yomps now on the sniper. Those are the classes you need to be able to contest Process Spire. Let's move that gear up. Let's
Mini
move that
sentry.
gear up.
Go.
Is he really moving a mini sentry?
No, if you look at his hand,
here we
Josh,
go.
it doesn't have the robot hand.
Oh,
like
you're a
Torbjorn.
genius. That's how you tell.
You got to look at the models. That's actually a tip I'm going to give everyone out there. You got to look at the models if you really want to be a pro gamer.
What's right?
That fat Uber advantage they'd engineered, Raymond's just gone down.
How did Raymond disappear?
T-Tours, what happened?
I'm going to give the credit to Yomps because he just got a pick on Domo as well. I reckon he's probably feeling it. The old right click, left click, medic goes down. It's easy peasy. Also, if you got your bind set up another way, don't feel bad about it. Press whatever buttons you need to be able to zoom in with the sniper rifle.
Absolutely. If you use V to zoom in, it's a bit weird, but we're not going to judge you on it.
Captain and Stark, though, the deadly soldier duo from 7. Pick Nerby as she just wanders around that choke. Yomps the clutch.
No. I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway, does it? I mean,
It does.
Does
It does.
it?
There's pride on the line here. It doesn't really matter. EU had such a big advantage that it not being 5-0 is a disgrace, honestly. Europe should feel terrible about themselves, and Banny should feel great. He's essentially won.
Praise Banny.
Yeah, I want to butt in real quick just to get to these 2 donations. They really resonate kind of why we're here, what we're doing. We have $150 from Klutz. It says, when my cousin was 6 years old, he went through acute lymphoblastic leukemia, easy for me to say. Here's to all the other strong kids like Hayden who will beat it too. And then we had that $1,000 donation from Cog's mom. Says, donating for my brother who not only kicked his brain tumors, but whose tumor was used to create a cancer tracer to diagnose as early as infancy. And used to create a pill that can be used to cure pileocytic astro, I don't speak medical talk if you didn't know, if caught early enough. That is fantastic. Thank you so much for that donation and for sharing that story. That's wonderful.
Wow, it's crazy. The medical advances are mind-boggling.
Can I get a heck yeah for science? Yeah.
Can we get some science pog champs in the chat?
Yeah, I like that one.
Incredible.
North America have 0 seconds on the clock, but that is not stopping them at all.
Okay.
They're continuing to go.
What rule set is this?
This is this is the well-known European rule set.
What's happening here?
I think it might just actually play out the next round.
It's a golden cap.
It's a golden cap. It's winner takes all, and North America in the lead.
Banny's desperate.
We're gonna He's hacked into the server. He's removed the time limit. Let's go. He's like a real James Bond supervillain.
I'm in. That's my hacker voice.
Is that your Banny impression?
That was my hacker voice.
Hacker man here.
Hacker man here.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm in. It's pretty good, right? I got a future in voice
Impeccable.
acting. Thank you, thank you.
Yes, absolutely. You tried to do a Get a Whale impression earlier, and it was
Hey
truly awful.
guys, what is going on? My name's Getaway.
Goodwill here.
My name's Mike. What's up?
That's a Beatle. Pretty sure that's Lennon.
Hey, John Lennon here. Oh.
After a particularly heavy night by the sound of it. Marmalou's sentry down, and Snipers get back to them.
We got a pick.
It's us again.
Believe that is it. Well, it was quite riveting.
It really was. What a game. Europe coming out with the win, but not quite in
Shocker.
the dominating fashion that I thought it would be.
I knew it was going to be like that.
And Yomps invented a new strategy.
I predicted the 5-2.
Pogo's
Do you know what I love about TF2? That the metagame is always evolving.
always evolving.
Always changing, the Pogo Scout, as you coined it there. That was very exciting to watch. We are going to come up in the next hour with Variety Block. It's the Jackbox Party Pack. So if you don't know what that is, you're going to want to stay tuned and check it out. It's going to be very, very interesting. And I just want to give a quick update on the incentives that we have going. We're up to 3,197 on that Daddy Reinhardt.
Nice.
So we're getting there. We're getting there. You have one more hour when we get back to keep it going.
Make
But
Siegel your Daddy Reinhardt.
Make
You need
Siegel
to
your
make
Daddy
Siegel your
You
Reinhardt.
can do it.
When we
Only
return, guys,
$7,000.
we're going to have Jackbox. We'll see you guys on the other side.